So it looks like Kamala Harris is running for presidency. She's running for the to be the next president. 2020, she's running for a guy. Looks like it's going to be against Donald Trump. Anyway, this is the only thing I'm going to say, or one of the only things I'll say about this. All the people that complain about how immoral Trump is, and with him saying grab him by the pee and all that other stuff, let's talk about Kamala Harris sleeping with a married man to get ahead politically in her career. See, now that needs to be brought up immediately. Immediately it needs to be brought up, because if there's a bunch of women that are willing to vote for her and she's a goddamn homewrecker, I don't want to hear you talking about how immoral Trump is. When, let's be honest here, a homewrecker is one of the worst things that can happen to a woman. Purely because a lot of times after that homewrecker comes, a woman is out of her sexual prime or out of her prime by the time that homewrecker comes and takes a man away or messes up the whole relationship. So a lot of these women that are the bottom line, forget all that. The bottom line, I better not hear any people excusing Kamala Harris's behavior and talking about Trump when he said grab him by the pee when you're okay with Kamala Harris homewrecking. I better not hear it. And you know they'll be okay with it. Because like Ocasio-Cortez says, it's better to be morally right than factually correct. Because the facts is that she slept with a married man and is a homewrecker. That's the fact. But morally, you know, since she's on the right side, the quote-unquote right side of the issues, then we're going to let that be okay. Just like how the leftists always talk about women's rights and pro-women, blah, 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 and so many of them keep coming out as, those guys keep coming out as abusers of women themselves. So, and then the icing on the cake. And you know what was so funny? I never really did much research on her. Well, besides the fact that I really don't like the way she acts. I don't like the way she acts, but I can tell you this, she's a pretty damn attractive woman. So I was like, well, let me do a little bit of research on her. Here's the thing. I look up her husband, and let's be honest, you know the left always hollers about straight white men, straight white men, straight white men, straight white men. They always talk about that. And like I've said in previous videos, I find it funny, a party that always hollers about straight white men, especially with all the women in the party, guess what her husband is? Guess what her husband is? Of course he is. Just like Ocasio-Cortez. All these people holler about straight white men. Guess who they're with? Ocasio-Cortez. And you look up her boyfriend, straight white man. I've said it before, and I'll just keep saying it over and over. If you complain about something enough, you probably have something to do with it, because you become what you quote unquote hate. Like when someone keeps complaining, gay this, gay that, all about gay people, and then they come out as gay, you know, or been in the bathroom stalls with the quote unquote wide stance, tapping on the floor trying to get some, yeah, you know. So her husband is a straight white man. Man, you know, always find it funny how black folks, because you already know we're gonna get behind it. We're gonna get we're gonna get behind her and support the hell out of her. Here she is with a white guy. Like I've said before, all these pro-blacks, they're fine. They love white people. Don't let them fool you by everything that they say about white this and white that. Don't let that fool you. They love white folks. And there's nothing wrong with it. But my thing is, if there's nothing wrong with it, nothing wrong with being in a relationship with whoever you want, but don't sit up there and complain about the group that you know. Don't complain about a group, and then that's who you're in a relationship with. How's that at the kitchen, at the dinner table? You're constantly complaining about straight white men, and you're, let's say, a black guy with a white woman. You're complaining about straight white men, and you're talking about men and her family. Does that make sense? Straight white men. How's that look at the you know, Christmas or Thanksgiving table? You know, when you're sitting there, all you do is complain about the people that are sitting at your very table. So my thing is that I wonder if that's going to hurt her in any way. The fact that she's with the straight white man, in the black community. We don't know. Because with Obama, it really didn't hurt, because even though he is half white, but he had a black woman. Now here she is, when she starts coming out with the white man, I wonder how that's gonna, I don't know how that's gonna play over. I don't know. But we'll see. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.